back again. Welcome, Sapa, se que la que hay, ya tu sabe. You already know it's your boy Jimothy Bourdain, and we back in Puerto Rico. We back on the porch. Y'all can see the sunny. It's feeling rico. But today we got an episode very important. I don't know how we haven't had this episode before, but it's gonna be the complete 100% guide for no matter what your forte is for nightlife. I got what you need. I'm gonna hook you up with the most popular places, the places the locals go if you're trying to get your local vibe on and do something different. I got the grown and sexy. We got the clubbing. So if you want to go discoteca, you want to get all done up, I got the place for you on that. And then I got the late night XXX, the strip clubs, because I know a lot of people like to go to the strip clubs. So I even got some recommendations there. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into it.
Go, 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 go.
Alright, so let's get straight into it. Let's go with the most popular places first, because that's where you likely gonna want to start, right? So number one, like I've said, and I will always say, number one spot is La Placita. Y'all seen my old video, but I'm gonna try to get y'all some updated footage because COVID's over now. We back open. So yeah, La Placita is number one. Then another great place to go is check out La Factoria in Old San Juan. It's been rated as one of the top 50 cocktail bars in the world. So a lot of people are already familiar with that one, but go and check it out. You'll love it. Also, while you're right there in La Factoria, there's a few other bars on that street that you can hit up and kind of do a little bit of bar hopping if you're trying to get into that. Also, if you're feeling risky, you can go down to La Perla. Go if you speak Spanish and don't take your phone. But you can also hit Ashford Avenue, which is where most of the hotels are in the Condado area, and there's a bunch of different bars and restaurants along that strip. So that's the easy, popular places that most people go to that everybody's gonna know about. All right, so this is a little bit more of my pace here. We're gonna go with the local spots. This is where you're gonna see the real deal things, but you'll still get some tourists, all right? So Watusi and Miramar, as well as El Ni. These are two very popular local bars, and once again, they're in another area where you can do a bunch of bar hopping, a long strip of road with a few different bars on it, the restaurants, good places to eat. Check out Pizza. They got some fire pizza. If you want to drive a little bit further into the city, there's La Frontera. This is a popular spot that a lot of locals go. I've been a few times. They got like pool in the back, so a lot of people shooting pool. There's karaoke in the front, and it's just a very cheap place to get some beer, some drinks, and mingle. Do a lot of good mingling. It's a good place if you're not trying to be in all the hustle and bustle of La Placita, but still be active. A nice little place to mingle and get cheap drinks. You can get the medallas and the beers for like $1, no more than $2 there. So you're gonna be economical. My favorite place to kind of go out is then Calle Loiza. This is starting to become one of the popular spots. It's in between local and popular. It's on that borderline. But there you're gonna get a lot of good bars, cheap bars, and you're not far from Ashford Ave or Isla Verde. You're sandwiched in between Condado and Isla Verde. Plus there's the beach right there. Good place I recommend to start, go to El Barrio. They got cheap prices, and it's right in the center of Calle Loiza. So you can go up and down. So a great place to go for a concert pregame, or even just like if you want to watch the playoffs on a random night, you can check out the 24-hour marketplaces. They're super cheap, and a lot of the locals go there. It's basically like a convenience store, but they have seating and they have food there, so you can just sit out on the corner. Basically, they'll project big games like the All-Star game and stuff. They'll project it on the wall so you can watch it. Plus, it's right next to the concert venue. So everyone pre-games there, and then they walk over to El Choliseo, which is like the big stadium for concerts. So if you are going to a concert, that's how you want to pre-game like the locals. And I'm throwing one extra spot I probably shouldn't throw in, but I'll throw it in there. Echo Sportsplex. It's like a nice kind of grown and sexy to an extent, a little mature, but they also have sports fields where you can play soccer, volleyball, and stuff. But at night, it gets pretty popping there, and it can be a good time. Wednesday is ladies' night there as well. So I would definitely recommend Wednesday. And also, if there's a good sports event like boxing, UFC, good spot to check it. All right, now for the grown and sexy. You know, these are the 30 and plus, you know, that might not be trying to be out there with all you little 20-year-old whippersnappers, but you still trying to step out and show the people what you got. I got a couple places for you. Put on your heels, put on your dress. Yeah, you're looking good. I see you, shorty. Good place for this, Paseo de Caribe. It's kind of on the conjunction between going into Old San Juan and leaving Condado. And it's a really nice apartment complex there, but they also have like a market and a few other bars, restaurants where more mature people can go and mingle, get a nice little drink, look pretty, look sophisticated. That's the spot. Outside of that, there's also the new T-Mobile district, or Distrito T-Mobile, that has about 10 to 15 different restaurants and bars and entertainment. There's a movie theater there. There's live music on the weekends. So that's another good place where you can just go out, catch a breeze, look at all the nice new shiny stuff, do some people. But yeah, you can get a good bite to eat, a good wine, good drink. Stay calm, stay mellow, you know, jello. And then another place on Calle Loiza that's also popular and kind of growing and sexy as well. So if you notice the trend, Calle Loiza flexes all three of the areas: popular, growing and sexy, and local. But you can check out Sabrinas. It's a nice restaurant. It's not too big, but it's really grown and sexy. Sometimes they have parties and events there that are nice. I've been to one. That's what I got for y'all on the grown and sexy. If I catch anything else, I'll let y'all. Now for my clubbers, discotheque, you trying to get the selfie game popping, y'all trying to put on all that nice stuff. I got 3 recommendations on the clubs, and I know the clubs, but most people don't do the club too much. That's a little bit more of maybe like a birthday or a tourist. But whatever, get it how you live, shorty. It's your world, squirrel. My number 1 club is gonna be Club Brava, which is in El San Juan Hotel. Great club. It feels real New Yorky, DC, like you in the multi-level joint. I recommend their Halloween party. I did that. Oof, I even saw Wesley Snipes at that party. It was like that. That was a couple years ago, pre-COVID, long time ago. Back in my dirty dog days. Then you have a newer club, 787. It's written 7, but then they write out 87. That's a newer club. They got some good looking bartenders and little girls that work there. They look good. Some of the bigger after parties to some of the concerts lately have been using that spot. So it's popping as of late. Take a look. I went, it was a good time. I would recommend getting there kind of late, like 12 or 1. I got there and it wasn't starting to get active till about 1. But it went till 4, 5, or 6. So I mean, I got out of there before they shut the doors down. But good spot, I recommend it. The last club that I'll recommend is 58. It's in the basement of La Concha. It's got everything: the casino, the club, todo de eso. But anyway, the club there is pretty good. It's a good size, good prices, and you're gonna see a lot of people that are coming to visit, or just locals go to that club. So you get a little bit of everything. Showed for all you perverts, or those that just like to have a good time in the company of women. We got the strip clubs for you. So we got some tiers of strip clubs, but I'm gonna give you all the info. So number 1 best strip club, you're gonna have the best girls, the most classy. That's District. Hands down. No one would argue. Costs a little bit more to get in, but it's worth it. They got it all. They got the stars. Next, you got Frenchys. Now, Frenchys is a full-service strip club, so you can do whatever you want. They got some nice lookers in there too. They got some nice lookers. You won't be mad, and they can dance, and it's a little bit cheaper. So boom, if you try and get that economical, you try and get it popping real quick, Frenchys. Then you got a couple other ones that are decently popular, but Frenchys districts are the most popular too that I know of. You got Lips, which I think is in a partnership with Frenchys, and then you also got D-Girls. D-Girls, Frenchys, and District are all in Santurce, which is basically near Placita, and then Lips is in Factoria, which is a little bit more in the city where I am. But those are the 3 that I know of that I would recommend. So check them out if you into that. Tell me which one you think is best. And as always, like, comment, share, subscribe, y'all. Tell me if I said the wrong thing. You won't be able to tell me I gave you a wrong recommendation on none of that nightlife. It's something for everybody. I gave it to you all. So until later, Gym Padres. Luego.